Mrs. Clark, I want you to take this medicine twice a day to help soothe your throat. But most importantly, my dear, you must try and get some more rest. And have something to eat. Look, here your daughter's brought you a nice warm cup of broth.
When my father died that summer's day, we were bereft, and mother had lost her way. But dear Mr. Steiner insisted we stay right here in our flat in Greenwich Village. Mother never did paint the Bay of Naples. Sometimes life is so unfair, but together we faced this city, one flight up west of Washington Square.
Your mother's temperature is still dangerously high. We need to keep getting fluids into her to help bring it down. I'm afraid the fever has left her severely dehydrated and slightly delusional.
Then one day, Mr. Pneumonia decided to drop by. It came to call for mother. Please don't let my mother die. Lord above, oh hear my humble prayer. One flight up west of Washington Square.
I'm not hungry. Emily, open the curtains.
Please, Mrs. Clark, just a little. It will help you to feel better.
Emily, please open the curtains.
Yes, a little light would do your mother some good. The nights have been so stormy, we should appreciate the sun while it shines.
Thank you, Doctor. You've been most kind.
They're falling faster now. There goes another one.
I really should be on my way. I have so many patients to see before the sun sets and the rain begins again. I fear with the weather turning, we may encounter even more cases of pneumonia.
Then perhaps it's best you tend to them and not worry about me. Emily is old enough to take care of herself now, and I'm just a burden.
You shouldn't say things like that, Mrs. Clark.
I'm ready to join my husband now. I can see him now. Oh, Henry, I'm coming. It's almost time.
Please take care of yourself, Mrs. Clark. I expect you to have gotten some rest by the time I return tomorrow.
Doctor, I've been so worried about her.
Forgive my frankness, Miss Clark. This epidemic has exhausted me to my core. But from the way your mother talks, I fear that she has already made up her mind that the end is near. All the medicine in all the world cannot succeed in making her well unless she starts believing that there's something worth living for. Isn't there something, anything, that could give her the will to recover?
Mother always wanted to paint the Bay of Naples. We were on our way to Italy.
Paint? No. Hasn't she anything on her mind worth living for? A man, perhaps. Is this gentleman a suitor? Aha! Here to see your mother.
Mr. Steiner? No, Dr. Green. Allow me to introduce you to our downstairs neighbor, dear and dearest friend, Mr. Steiner. He's come up to pose for an advertisement I'm drawing for the Gazette.
I wouldn't dispense of the Bay of Naples, Doctor. Many people live to paint that place. I, too, want to paint one day a masterpiece of my own. And that is something to live for.
Of course, Mr. Steiner. Good day, Miss Clark. I will return tomorrow to check on your mother.
Thank you, Doctor. Bye. Well, I could have I've come down to you, Mr. Steiner.
Ridiculous, I'm perfectly alright.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Mother will be so happy to see you.
42.
Mother, I have a surprise for you. Look who's come to visit you.
Well, hello, my darling. Very good to see you. Because I wouldn't want to be here in your catastrophic state. I've been very sick about you. The doctor seems to doubt you will get better, but I know that soon you will recuperate. For artists just like you and I, we know that we will never die. We live on through our paintings and the art that we create. So trust me, you'll be fine. Won't you stop staring at that fine? And let me tell you of the masterpiece that I am going to paint. After I have all given up, I pour some coffee in my cup, but then I add a little brandy just to give a little kick. You can add a drop of rum, but you must never add some whiskey, not because it spoils the coffee, but because it spoils the whiskey. Then I'll have a talk with God and take a little promenade along the streets of Greenwich Village, and I'll whistle as I go. Oh, I pray today's the day the inspiration comes my way. Or will it lead me to a cabaret where Cabernet does flow? A painter's life's extraordinaire, but somewhat savoir-faire, where there is no compare. Then a businessman cannot imagine world of wonders like an artist can. I walk with people in the park, and when I'm thinking in the dark and need ideas of what to paint, I'll ask them what to think. Then I'll stop to get a bite to eat and follow that with something sweet. And then of course these tired feet and have a little play. Ah!
So, Mr. Steiner, have you finally found the inspiration for your masterpiece?
For 40 years I slaved away. I failed to paint my masterpiece, but now today's the day. My canvas like a mistress fate. Oh, she's tired of broken dates and how my muse incorporates. Oh, I'll just lost and I caress her barren canvas with my touch. She craves my touch, and now it's all a bit too much. So I'll just have another drink. Oh, my dear Mrs. Clark. I'm so sorry that I was unable to come and visit you yesterday, but I was feeling a little indisposed myself. But I am here today bearing gifts. Aha! Oh, a letter came for you. And I brought you a bottle of port wine. This, my friend, is real medicine, huh? And the florist had the most beautiful violets, which I'm sure will brighten your day, huh? I just love the way the red and the blue combines to mix the violet color, huh? Of course, one must use a little extra blue to get the color just right. Well, the red overpowers, and you have magenta, huh?
Have you been painting today, Mr. Steiner?
Well, since the sun was out, I went to the park to sketch some trees for inspiration. And on my way home, I stopped by the butcher to buy some sausage.
41.
Some inspiration for my belly. One cannot paint their masterpiece on an empty stomach. And then I hurried home once the clouds started to gather.
40. 39.
What are you counting?
38.
The ivy leaves that cling to the wall.
Huh? They're falling even faster now. Yesterday there were almost 100. It hurt my head to count them. Now it's easy. There goes another one.
Mother thinks that when the last leaf falls, she must go too.
Ah, nonsense!
36.
I suppose you think those leaves tell us the future? The way the tea leaves that the gypsies leave in their cups? That you will die because the leaf drops off of a confounded fire? Preposterous! Why do you allow such silly business to come inside the brain of your mother? Under such circumstances, I cannot pause.
Mother is very weak and ill. Fever has played terrible tricks on her mind and caused her to talk of such strange fancies. And yes, even death. Mother believes that her life is somehow intertwined with that ivy vine, and when the last leaf falls... I'm sorry, if you don't want to pose, I understand. Good day, Mr. Steiner.
You are just like a woman. Who said I did not pose?
35. 34.
But still, I'm already posing, eh?
33.
If I sit here, you will be able to catch the light before the sun sets. Or the storm starts, huh?
Mother,
32.
Mother, Mr. Steiner's come to pose for an advertisement I'm drawing.
31.
You promise me you'll close your eyes and try to get some rest?
30, 29, 28, 27. Why do they keep on falling so? Why do they tell me that I must go? I pray that Mother will get better. I don't know what I'll do. Always there for me, and I just cannot see what life would be without her by my side. Soon, soon, I know she will get better. She just has to, I'm sure. Don't know what's in store, but life is not worth living for. If you are gone, and I'm the only one.
I better paint it so. The masterpiece I'm destined to create. Oh, and I must paint it today. I will find a way. Sideways, upwards, downwards painting. I will take my brush and canvas. I'm sure I found my inspiration. I will paint. This piece will be the one.
I pray that Mother will get better. I don't know what I'll
Masterpiece I'm destined
do.
to create.
Always there for me,
And I must paint it today.
cannot see them.
I will find a way.
Her by my
Sideways, up
side.
and downwards painting. I will take my brush
I
and
know she will get better. She just has to.
I'm sure I found my inspiration. I will paint this piece will be
I'm the only one.
One! There's only one leaf left on the vine, Emily.
Mother, no!
But, nonsense!
leaves last night.
Please hurry, hurry.
Can't expect that little leaf to have hung on through the storm.
Oh, it's there.
It is.
I feel so much better.
Why, yes. Your temperature has gone down. Ah, I'm so relieved. But you must be hungry. Let me make you some breakfast.
But first, bring me another pillow, will you? So I can sit up and watch you cook. And maybe just a small glass of the port wine that sweet Mr. Steiner brought.
Speaking of Mr. Steiner, take a look at the letter he delivered yesterday. It's on your nightstand next to those beautiful violets.
Who's it from?
Why don't you open it and find out?
Oh, the insurance company.
2 years later, and they're finally paying us the money from Papa's accident.
Henry. Maybe that's why my little leaf held on through the storm. Emily, I'm sorry. Can you ever forgive me? I never should have given up hope.
Mama.
It's a sin to want to die. And yesterday I was so weak, I believed it was the best thing to do. To just let go like those little leaves and drift away in the storm.
It's the fever that made you feel that way.
Or Dr. Green must have thought me to be a mad woman.
Oh, he told me he was afraid that you'd lost the will to live. Mr. Steiner was so angry when you said there was only one leaf left that he ran out of here before I had a chance to finish my illustration.
I'm sure he was tired and went to bed. He's not as young as he thinks he is.
I'm worried about him. It was all he could do to get up those stairs yesterday.
Well, you can check on him soon. I'm sure he'll be back around lunchtime.
Mother, yesterday Mr. Green asked me if there was anything you felt was worth living for. And do you know what I told him?
Well, after your father died, the only one worth living for was you. All through the storm last night, as bitter winds were blowing, I lay inside, not knowing what was going on. Trembling with cold and fright, I felt that I was losing, but my little leaf was refusing to let go. And now I know, Emily, what God has planned for me. I won't leave you, dear. I will stay right here.
You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. Mr. Steiner and I were so worried about you. But now that we have the insurance money, once you're stronger, we can continue our journey to Italy, just like you've always dreamed of.
Oh, Emily, that would make me so happy. I can already picture it. Imagine a place where the stench of the city is carried away on a crisp lemon breeze. Imagine our days filled with sunshine and pleasure. We'll live lives of pleasure and do as we please. The Bay of Naples, that's where we'll go, where we were headed those years ago. The Bay of Naples, happiness thrives. We'll live the best days of our lives.
Afternoon spent strolling down by the shoreline, wiggling our toes in the bright yellow sand.
Dolphins will dance in the brilliant blue sea. We will continue our dreams just
Just the way we had planned.
the Bay of Naples. That's where we'll go, where we were headed those years ago. The Bay of Naples.
tell you.
Dr. Green.
Mrs. Clark? You seem so much better.
Yes, just like my little leaf clung to the wall through adversity, I too have somehow made it through the storm. See, Doctor, my little leaf is still there, and I am still here.
It's remarkable.
What is it, Doctor?
I have something to tell you. I couldn't sleep last night. I was here downstairs with your neighbor.
Mr. Steiner?
Yes, that's right. The janitor had found him collapsed and helpless with pain, icy cold and wet all through, as if he'd been walking for hours in the freezing rain. In his hands he clutched a palette mixed with yellow and green. His last words were, "My masterpiece," but the canvas in his room was blank. No masterpiece was seen.
Where had Mr. Steiner gone on such a miserable night?
What was he compelled to paint before returning here?
Whatever it was, I know it filled his heart with such delight, but remains to us a mystery, I fear. The janitor found a paintbrush and a lantern in the rain. Next to them, a ladder against the building's wall. And though we tried, we couldn't make sense of it at all.
The leaf.
Your Mr. Steiner has done more for you than I could do with all my medicine.
What's that?
Just look at that last little leaf that's clinging on so tight. Though the winds rage on, it moves not left nor right.
Sweet dear Mr. Steiner,
Now it's very clear.
Mr.